If you're like most tutors, you're not going to take advantage of the strategy that I'm going to suggest today. And it actually could kill your online tutoring business. What is it? Stay tuned. Hey there, my name's Joanne Kaminski, and I continue to use the strategy that I'm going to share with you today in my business. In fact, it works so well that between referrals that I get from satisfied customers and this other strategy, I don't have to spend too much time advertising my tutoring services. It is called networking. Now, as teachers and tutors, many of us have had zero education on how to network properly. We think that we just need to tell people what we do, give out our business card, and the rest will work out for us to be able to get students. But this is totally off base. See, networking the right way isn't about how can other people help you. It's about how you can help other people. When you help other people, you stand out amongst the moochers. You know, those people that just want to take and take and take. But do you really want to be known as a moocher? I doubt it. But when your first connection with someone is asking you to send them students, that's exactly what you're doing. Now, I know that most of you watching this on YouTube or listening on the podcast are not doing this because you are here and you've already learned about the right steps that you can learn to market your tutoring business. Now, in life, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, there's a reason that phrase is repeated all the time. It's true. If you're not continually building your network of business relationships, you're missing out on the biggest asset that you can have for achieving your goals and building your business. As Christine Comerford Lynch, a successful businesswoman and serial entrepreneur, said, networking is marketing. Marketing yourself, marketing your uniqueness, marketing what you stand for. In Ivan Misner's book, The 29% Solution, 52 Weekly Networking Success Strategies, he points out that there really isn't 6 degrees of separation for most people. Only 29% of the people in the world have 6 degrees of separation. And you want to connect with those 29%. Would you agree that there are some people that are more connected than others? Well, today you're going to learn how to tap in and become more connected so that you can get more online tutoring students. Today, I'm going to point out the top strategies that Misner suggests that are most valuable to online tutors. So if you like content like this, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you're listening to the podcast, then go to iTunes and leave a 5-star review by scrolling down until you see those 5 stars. And if you like this podcast, if this podcast has helped you, please consider writing a review. Now, back to networking. The following tips are going to work with networking with people online and offline. So I'm going to make some suggestions on some networking groups that you can research and join. The first one's called BNI. BNI stands for Business Network International, and it consists of members that learn from each other and connect with each other. Usually BNI groups meet every week and build deep relationships with each other where they feel comfortable referring each other. This is an international group meetings, and they can be found all over the world. Another one is located just in the US. It's called SBA and stands for Small Business Association. You can learn more by going to sba.gov. And you're going to find local trainings on how to run your business legally and ethically, and you can connect with other people that are also starting their business. Many business owners join Toastmasters to get comfortable speaking to others, but it also makes a great place to connect with others and grow your network. There are many professional associations that you can join as well. As a reading tutor, I've joined the International Literacy Association. This allows me to go to trainings, meet other people, including teachers, and stay on top of best practices in teaching reading. By doing a quick search online, you'll be able to find an association that fits what you tutor. Now, Laura Culp, she joined the IDA, the International Dyslexia Association, and she's a reading tutor. She was a homeschool mom who had a daughter that had dyslexia and made it her passion to learn everything that she could about teaching kids with dyslexia, even though she wasn't a certified teacher. She eventually became the president of the local IDA chapter. Now, do you think that this elevated her credibility in ways that she probably couldn't even have ever dreamed of? You bet. Today, she gets many referrals from people because of being an active member in this organization. You can even join groups based on your hobbies. I mean, there are biking clubs, golf clubs, knitting and crochet groups, Bible studies, pretty much anything that you can think of. When I got started, I was part of a Bible study, and my Bible study, they got to know me and I got to know them. We would pray for each other and help connect each other. And I've had many tutoring students from people who've been in my Bible studies. I've personally created 2 groups on Facebook where tutors can connect with each other. One is called the Ultimate Support Group for Online Tutors and is a free group. Tutors get to connect with other tutors from all over the world. And the other group that I created is the Insider Secrets Club. And this is a group that is by invite only. And every 3 months, tutors are paired up with a mastermind team where they get to know each other, learn together, and refer each other when relevant. Now, there are many groups on Facebook that you can join to network with. The key is to be active in the group. Many people will join a group and then never really add value to the group. They try to use it as a means to advertise, which annoys people, and they never take the opportunity to get to know people. This gets them kicked out and feeling rejected. You can also join groups on LinkedIn, but the most active place to find groups these days for tutors is definitely on Facebook. You may see LinkedIn make a resurgence, but for now, the best place is Facebook. So now let's take a look at some tips for networking. The first one is to block out time to network. You want to be able to actually put on your calendar when you plan on networking, because when you plan for something to happen, it happens. At least it's a lot more likely to happen than if you never plan for it, right? Some people, they just try to network on accident and occasionally once in a while, but this doesn't get very good results. We recently read the book, The Compound Effect, and the compound effect talks about how being diligent over time is what is going to help you create success. And this is no different with this whole networking idea. If you are networking on a consistent basis, you're going to have the opportunity to see the compound effects of it come to reality. Now, whenever you come into a networking opportunity, you want to make sure that it's all about giving to others first. You don't want to go into the group and just try to tell people about your services or do something else, right? And think about getting to know tutors to the point where you feel comfortable referring them. Refer them. The more that you refer other people, the more you are going to get referred. So if you feel kind of icky about referring other tutors, that is a really good indication that you need to get to know some more tutors, okay? And so there's lots of opportunities that exist out there for you to be able to do that. You're going to want to create a network connection database. This is where you're going to actually be able to track down who you're connected with, what do you know about them, if they're a tutor, what do they tutor, what are their business goals? How can you help support them? What is their contact information? When's the last time you connected with them? Now, you can create this like in an Excel spreadsheet if you want to, or you can find a connection database online. They're usually a little pricey for online tutors, so you can just keep, a basic Excel spreadsheet with all of this contact information on there. Now, it's going to be important that you master these 8 tips. The first one is timely follow-up. All right, now imagine that somebody refers you, right? One of your connections refers you, but you're not timely with following through with connecting with that person. If this happens often, how likely do you think it is going to be that that person is going to refer you again? Very unlikely. They're going to get to know other tutors that do the same thing that you do, and they're going to be more apt to refer those tutors than you. You want to have a positive attitude. If you demand people to do things your way and you offer no flexibility, you kill your opportunity to have a positive relationship, right? People want to be able to see that they are listened to and heard. And if you don't take the time to do that and you don't take the time to build those positive relationships, then nobody is going to want to refer you. Another thing is show your enthusiasm and your motivation. People love referring people who are enthusiastic, they're highly motivated, they're excited about what they do. And you want to be able to come off as that kind of person, not the person that's constantly complaining inside of the group, not the person who is picking on their current clients and just kind of, belittling them and making snide comments and all that kind of stuff. That will not get you building a positive relationship with other tutors. They'll start to look down on you and they will be like, yeah, I would never refer that person. And that's the last thing that we want to happen. Next one is trustworthiness. You need to be trustworthy. If you say you're going to do something, then you need to do it. You know, it's one thing to say, oh yeah, connect with me and we can chat privately, and then you never connect with that person, or you never email them when you say that you're going to email them. These kinds of things are really important to people. So be true to who you are, and if you say something, then hold true to it. You want to have good listening skills. Listen for what it is that they are looking to achieve inside of their business and seek out opportunities to help them achieve it. If you do that, amazing things are going to happen for you and your business. You want to have gratitude, the type of person who looks at things that are happening inside of their lives and is grateful for all of the opportunities. You know, as a teacher who's left the school system, we can all get stuck into that mindset of, the school system is so political, and we can kind of go into all of that. But I know deep down, I wouldn't be who I am, what I am, if I didn't have the amazing opportunity to have worked in that school system. It allowed me to find clarity and find my dream job. I love working with kids one-on-one. I don't enjoy being part of administration. And I had worked myself into administration, and it wasn't a good fit for me. And so now today I get to do what I love to do. So share what you're grateful for. Other people will be motivated and inspired by you. And when you motivate and inspire other people, they want to connect with you more. Helpfulness. Another trait is helpfulness. You want to be as helpful as possible to other people. This isn't the all about Joanne show, and it isn't about, the all about you show, right? This is all about how can I help you be able to reach your goals. And the only way for me to know what your goals are to ask you. What are your goals with your business? How many students do you want to be able to have? How many students do you have now? If you were to get an ideal student, what would that ideal student look like? That way, when I have somebody come through my referral train, if there's a good fit, I can refer that person. And the last one is sincerity. You want to be sincere in all of your endeavors that you do, whether they are online or offline. People appreciate sincerity. They appreciate honesty. And so definitely be sincere and be authentic to who you are in a positive manner, and you will be able to develop some really strong relationships with other people. Now, another thing that you can do to really tap on into this whole networking thing is reconnect with people from your past. A lot of times it's easy to take a look at, okay, who do we know right now? But we've known a lot of people in our lifetime. I mean, you could connect with people back in, your grade school days, right? You can reach out to, family members. Family members are going to be, some of the top people that care about you and want to see you succeed. So networking with them and letting them know what's going on and having authentic conversations with them can really be powerful for your business. Now, you don't go up to them and say, hey, would you be willing to pass out flyers and buy a business card? No, that's not being authentic. That's being salesy and cheesy, okay? If they offer that, cool, but you're not to ask them to do something like that. That is really asking them to go above and beyond something that they might be comfortable doing. But you could ask them at the end of a conversation where you make it all about them, if they happen to know anyone that's struggling, would they be willing to let them know about you? You also want to stop being a cave dweller, right? Like get out of your home. It's so easy as an online tutor to just like stick in our own comfort zone and stay here, but we have to get out. We have to be shaking hands. We have to be having conversations with people. It is the only way. It's not the only way to network. I mean, we can network online, but it doesn't allow us to build as a deep of a relationship sometimes as actually going on out there and getting to know people. You also can join a web-based networking group. You want to become magnetic people are attracted to you. They're attracted to your energy, your enthusiasm, your beliefs about how kids learn, your beliefs about, anything that are, is positive. You want people to know about that. And always be a value-added friend. This is a person who's constantly thinking about sharing and caring and reciprocity. Um, Meisner, in his book, says when you help someone meet a goal, you instantly become a value-added friend. He had mentioned inside of his book that there was a Mary Kay consultant who she ended up actually having the highest referral that could ever be imagined. So she was doing like one of those Mary Kay facials that they do. And the husband comes into the room and he's all, upset. And he's like, oh man. And all of a sudden his wife looks at him. She's like, what is going on? And he said, well, it just happens to be that, our photographer is not able to be able to do what he needs to do, and he's quit. And so now I need to find a photographer who can do what it is that I need him to do. So the Mary Kay consultant says, you know what? I happen to have I happen to know someone who is a really great photographer, and I happen to have his card right here. Would you like me to connect you with him? I'm actually going to be meeting with him tomorrow. If you'd like me to give him your business card and introduce the two of you, I can. And he said yes. And guess who got hired? The photographer got hired, but he got hired for a six-figure job because this guy happened to own his own producing studio. So it was a pretty big deal and a very big budget. And he even hired him to do another job afterwards because he had done such a great job. So you never know who can refer you and when. Another one to think about is volunteer and become visible. Now, I'm not talking about like volunteer your tutoring services. I mean, just get out there and volunteer. Volunteer for things that are important to you. I often will volunteer at my church, but I have also found these as opportunities to get to know other people in my church. And, one of the questions people always ask is, so what do you do for a living? And then you're able to share what it is that you do. Also, when someone goes the extra mile for you, send a thank you card. Why? Well, most of us are used to getting an email these days, but we're not used to getting an actual card in the mail that says thank you. It actually goes above and beyond what we typically see. Have you ever gotten a thank you card in the mail and thought, that's a load of rubbish, and like thrown it away? No, inside you feel humbled and it feels good. And so you can utilize that strategy as well. I use a tool called Send Out Cards. I love how I can save the people's names, information. I can even save information like their birthdays and that kind of stuff inside of there, and I can send cards more on a regular basis and not just send a card in certain situations. But it's a great tool. Check it out, and you'll really like it. And these are some of the basic things that you can do to build your own networking to a deeper level. So join 1, 2, 3 groups today and be of value to the members in those groups. Would you like more help with how to grow your online tutoring business? Well, you can apply for one-on-one coaching today. Just go to the description and scroll to the bottom. And you're going to see a form that you can fill out to apply. Only serious candidates are considered. And thanks for watching, you guys. And stay tuned for next week where you can learn about how to get clients by taking care of your current clients. And if you'd like to see some other videos on 50+ ways you can get online tutoring students, just click on the playlist on the right so that you can see some other ways that you can grow your business.